You're supposed to teach. You're not supposed to be getting involved with these students like
She
that.
was teaching. Said.
September 3rd, when a student told us 20-year-old Ayanna Davis, a substitute teacher at Lakeland High School, is now out of a job facing serious charges. She's accused of having sex with one of her male students, who deputies say is 16 years old or younger.
You're a teacher. You're supposed to teach. You're not supposed to be getting involved with these students like
She
that.
was
The
teaching.
investigation began back on December 3rd when a student told a school resource officer about a video on Snapchat showing Davis and another student having sex. According to the affidavit, the male victim sent the video to a large number of Lakeland High School football
Come
players.
on.
When
He was
investigators
catching back
interviewed
shots.
Davis,
Was he really a victim?
He wasn't no victim. He was enjoying that, you know that.
He didn't feel like a victim when he was all up in his shit.
I swear down, he didn't feel like no victim. He was a warrior. He was saying, he was like, yeah, everyone at school is not gonna believe this.
He's a king at school.
she admitted she and the male student had sex at least 4 times, twice at her home and twice at the student's home, while his parents were asleep upstairs.
Like, what is wrong with you?
Teacher.
Did you burn through your last 5 brain cells? So she's locked up in the county jail,
Teacher.
and
Imagine she was just like
that's
pulling up, giving you
where
some
she'll
study
Christmas
tutors.
eating turkey off
Bro,
of the
she's a
loaf.
pedophile.
When investigators confronted the victim, he initially denied
Come
ever having sex with
I'll
Davis.
be real though. Okay, when I was in school, I always had dreams of this. So this dude was really living all of our dreams.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And think about it. Like when he grows up, he's not gonna like be like, oh yeah, I was violated. He's gonna be like, bro, in school, I was the teacher.
I was
What are you
a
talking about?
teacher. That'll be a good story to tell your kids.
Dude, those motherfuckers would not believe me if I said that. I'd be like,
That's
bro,
what
I
I'm
was
saying.
the teacher. I went to her crib here, and she would pull up while my parents were asleep upstairs, and I would be hitting that shit. in our
I be
crib.
hitting that shit.
Dude,
That's
no,
really
but,
fire.
dude, that sounds like made up.
I can't lie. That sounds completely made up. No one's believing us, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's honestly why he probably like hit up like the news outlets and just to, like get exposed and like, oh, so it was real.
Come on, child.
Times. In interviews, he says he initiated the relationship when he randomly walked up to her one day. He tells police at first the two just liked each other, but says the relationship turned sexual on October 10th after a football game. As of right now, police are still working to track down a copy of this Snapchat video.
We certainly would like for someone to turn it over to us. We know there are copies out there, but they
Why
deny
did they
it.
want the video?
However, we've talked to multiple witnesses that saw it. So we believe
Saw them
our
having sex?
witnesses.
In a statement,
Yeah.
Polk County School Superintendent Frederick Hyde says in part, quote, "We expect substitute teachers to uphold the same high standards of conduct and
she was a
professionalism
sub.
as our full-time educators." Going on to say the charges
Yeah, she
against
didn't
this
care about
person
that.
are disgraceful
She didn't get
and a
paid enough to
complete
know, yeah,
violation of
as
the
well.
trust that teachers build with their students.
Well, new developments in a case that shocked the country. The teacher impregnated by her 8th grade student will face a judge for the first time this morning.
Okay, 8th grade is
Roseville
insane.
Hida is live downtown.
8th grade is crazy, but I'm not gonna lie, would.
Bro,
Her
8th grade? How old are you in 8th
Will
grade?
face a judge for the first time this
You're 13, right? 14?
I ain't gonna lie. Yaga. She's catching these back
Nah.
shots. That's what she's catching.
I'm not gonna lie. If she's thick, my wood probably won't even be able to go in her. At 13 years old, I don't know what I was packing back then, bro.
For,
I don't know
you
what
were
I
getting
had,
past.
man.
You were not getting past the nalgas for real.
Nah, you weren't. You'd be lucky if your tip even touched the cooch.
The cooch. So you was just thigh and ass at that point.
Hey, at that point, then for me, it would have been good enough. It would have felt great, man.
Bro, honestly, and in 8th grade, there's no way that motherfucker was giving her more than 5 strokes, right?
That's
There's
what
no
I'm
way.
saying. In 8th
My
grade, he must
shit-
have been,
Bro, because
done.
think about it. My shit was mad sensitive. I had just discovered that shit.
Exactly. I just.
I give a bitch 1, 2, 3. You know, like,
But that's some grown woman coochie. You don't know if she's been stretched out already, bro. You don't know about that.
either way, she, like, in 8th grade, if Shorty just looked at it, I probably would have killed him, honestly.
Nah, but to be fair, nothing is all in your brain, really and truly.
Yeah.
So if you're that young, it don't matter how bad it is. If you know that you're about to do it for the first time, that's it.
Yeah, she
It's
could
game
have
over.
touched it with her index finger. I would have known.
I swear
Okay.
down. Volcano.
That's how
my
horny I
shit.
was in
Roseville
8th grade.
Hida is
Holy
live
shit.
downtown with the latest in two serious
I was
charges
horny
against her,
as shit.
Sophia.
I was horny as shit,
Yeah,
bro.
committed to having a sexual relationship with her 8th grade student. Prosecutors say 24-year-old
That's her?
Alexandria Vera, a teacher at
Never
Stovall
mind.
Middle School, not only engaged in a sexual relationship with one of her 13-year-old students, the mother of
Ooh,
one also got
13.
pregnant by the 8th grader. But in court documents, Vera says the student's parents knew about the relationship and they approved of it, allowing the teen to spend the night at Vera's home.
Nah. Nah, hell nah.
No,
I'm sorry. Even me
way.
being a W dad, if I found out my son 13, 8th grade, come on, okay, if he was a senior, I'd be like, hell yeah.
Yeah, if he was like
Hell
above,
yeah.
I'd say 16, 17, and I found out about it, I'll just be
Yeah.
like, you know what, fuck it, like it is what it is. He's a young
Yeah.
man, wait.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
nigga, 13?
13? Yeah, no.
Nah.
That's just that. He's a
He
victim.
got
I ain't
raped.
gonna lie.
Yeah, at that point, he's a
He's a
victim.
victim because he don't know no better, and she's like a grown ass woman.
She's a grown one. She's grooming him, taking advantage of him. By the time you get to 16, 17, you know what's happening.
She has a mental illness on her part.
Yeah,
I
she
think.
needs help. She needs help. If it was us though, back in the day, yeah,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Beast,
Mr. B, I got my son by the
Mr.
teacher.
Beast, don't touch me there.
Home in spring where they would engage in sex on a regular basis. She told an investigator she would drop him off at home
Yeah,
in the
they're filming
morning
her
so
crib
he
and
could catch the
everything.
bus
She
to
had a
school.
scat pack.
Oh, she had a little scat pad for you, Thomas.
An investigator, she would
Okay,
drop him off
twin.
at home in the morning.
Yeah, my I'm dusting now. I can't lie. I'm really
Teacher
dusting.
impregnated by teacher, and then the fucking scores for the MLB games right under that shit. Just in case you wanted to, you know?
Just in
catch
case,
up on
just in case you want to know
scores.
the time and the temperature right now, like just
Yeah,
in case,
yeah.
guys, it's right there.
So he could
Can't
catch
miss
the
it.
bus to school. The relationship allegedly lasted for 4 months, ending in
Oh, the
January with a
Yankees are
pregnancy
oh, the
that
Yankee
Vera
won? What the hell?
terminated.
Face ass.
Vera turned herself in.
A 16 to 17-year-old dude with sauce could convince a teacher to f. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mhm.
But a 13-year-old doesn't got that sauce, bro. So
They
she's
don't.
just definitely preying on kids.
She was,
at
yeah,
that
she was
point.
just like, oh, that little boy. I wonder how big it is. Then she just ended up,
Yeah.
they just ended up cheating.
Okay,
Parents found
was
out.
that necessary? Was that comment necessary right there?
What comment?
That dialogue
Do
you
you
said
remember a
pretending to
teacher
Do
be
you
who
remember
her.
a teacher who made a difference in your life?
pushed you
The
to
one
do
that pushed you to do your
Okay.
best, helped you
Alright.
discover your purpose, or made you
Yeah,
believe that you
alright.
could do anything in the world?
That's how important teachers are. But what happens when the
Stupid
teacher
ass.
you respect so much does something awful? Brittany Zamora was a teacher respected and
Ooh.
loved by everyone until the day
got a
she
little
used her
mouth.
position of power.
Yeah,
to
I would hit
cross the
that, I ain't
line
gonna lie.
with one of
Yeah,
her
I would.
own
I was 12, I'd hit that
Let's
shit.
dive in.
I'm hitting that
Brittany
thing.
Zamora's
I'm
life
gonna be
was
pumped
perfect.
straight
She was
after.
beautiful,
Yeah,
young,
yeah.
and had a bright future ahead of her. She
Yeah,
graduated
yeah.
with honors from Arizona State University, had a promising career in teaching, and married her high school sweetheart, Daniel
But
Zamora,
that wasn't enough
in a
for her, huh?
colorful
She wanted
wedding
some
ceremony
little
in 2015.
pretty.
Everything seemed to be going well for her. She was good
She
at her
got
job
mouth on
and
her,
was named
man.
Teacher
Okay,
of
those
the
kids
Year
look little.
a few times while at Littleton Elementary School in Glendale. She worked well
Okay.
with students.
Those ones look little. The ones on the f***ing stock images and shit. Okay. That's just f***ed up at that point.
That's so fun. Oh, those kids
Jesus.
look little.
And
Yeah.
everyone
Nah,
loved
they do, they
her.
look
Her career
tiny.
seemed to be taking off.
Oh,
when she
that's
got a
actually
new
my little
teaching
bro-
job
oh,
at
that's
Librias Academy in
weird.
Goodyear. But it's here where everything would
That's-
come crumbling
Oh,
down. It was the
yeah.
fall of
No, no, no,
2017,
it is
and
the-
Brittany had been teaching at the school
mute
for
that.
about a year. Then,
Yeah.
one day, she did something that would not only ruin her life, but those of everyone around her. She told the students that she would be away from the school the following day, and asked them to contact her if they got bored, saying
What?
that she would also be bored. And one did. Hi, Miss Zamora, he texted. Hi, seemed innocent enough, but would soon lead to something so disturbing.
How
that it would
old were these
shock
kids?
The entire
I don't know. They haven't
nation.
said.
I don't remember how it got like really intense, but we would,
No,
like,
that sounds like a
when I
baby.
say, like, she would like be like, "Oh, MJ, I love you," and I'll tell her I love her too.
This
Nah,
flirt-
he's like 11. That's like an 11-year-old, right?
This flirting went on for a while, and then the two kissed for the first time.
Yeah,
Troll.
nasty.
I was saying bye to her and I gave her a hug and she like started kissing me, so I kissed her back.
Oh,
The
so she
relationship
really
soon
like.
scaled up to an alarming level. The boy would later tell police that their first encounter happened on February 16, 2018.
Oh, that's your
when
birthday,
he
right?
visited his grandparents. Brittany had gone there in the middle of the night.
2018
when
as
the
well.
teen sneaked
It's
out.
your
to
birthday,
meet her.
2018?
I went to
February
the car.
16th?
Like she parked at the other end of the street
No.
and she said, "Okay, I'm here," and then I just
Oh,
walked
nah.
outside.
The two would do it again in the
But
classroom.
he's snaking
after a
her,
school
though.
Do
talent
what?
show while another student was watching.
What?
Messing with her computer, and then she was like kissing me and everything, and like she was like, "You want to go in?" And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "You want to go in?" I was like, "Sure," and then.
The boy's friend would later tell police how
What?
uncomfortable he felt when he saw what
Why are you showing kids this young, though?
You said you want to go in.
Sure.
So she was. So they were fuck.
Nah, yeah, they were guaranteed. They were mashing work in those
And
back
she was
rooms.
making the other jit just watch.
I was very uncomfortable. So that's why the second day they're doing stuff.
I just left the room.
Brittany also had encounters
Dude,
with
they
this
do
other boy
sound
where
like
she would make
babies.
indecent
See?
comments, but it never went beyond that with him. As for the first boy, screenshots of their chat
Down. You for real. Get sexier to me every day. Lol. I want to
What?
you so bad, baby. Those times weren't enough for me. Me neither, baby. I want you every day with no time limit.
What?
You know how like horny he must have been, because like a grown woman. I'm not gonna lie, she does look good. Like she don't. It's not like she's ugly.
Yeah.
A grown woman who looks good saying this stuff to you on text and then actually like sucking your wood. Yeah, I can't lie.
Dude,
He was horny,
bro, he was living the life. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he was, but that's so
nah, that's
weird.
messed up. It's messed up.
Never in my life have I ever thought about even doing something with someone younger. And then she done it with someone who's probably a quarter of her age.
Bro, quarter of her age, a child. You know,
Literally
like
a child, yeah.
it's crazy.
Okay, this is weird.
chats show that they were definitely risque. In one
If I could quit my job and you all day, I would.
What?
You know what? I think she's just getting turned on by the fact that it's also by the fact that she knows she's not supposed to be doing it.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's something that no one does and she likes it. But it's so weird because she looks like a regular woman. You wouldn't think
And
like
Bro, keep in mind she has a husband as well this whole
yeah,
time.
she has a husband. So she's
And
getting,
she's just like,
she's getting
she's
piped by
having
the
sex
kid and
with a-
enjoying it, and then she's
yeah,
getting piped by the
fucking
husband and it's probably
12-year-old.
this is whatever.
of them, Brittany said that she
I
would
wonder
quit
how
her
old
job
the
so
kid
she could be
was.
with him all day. The two would also exchange love notes while in
They're
class,
showing some
and
babies,
soon other
though.
students noticed their
Yeah.
weird interactions. The unusual closeness, inappropriate touching, and favoritism in the class led others to believe that there was something more going on between them. Three
there's
students brought their concern
notes.
to the school principal,
Those
Mr.
are real
Timothy
notes?
Dickey, who then
Yeah.
started
Can you go back?
investigating. He talked to several
Yeah.
students around the school.
Look, Ms. Zamora,
Miss
I wanted
Zamora
her.
and
How do you know he doesn't do anything and get straight A's?
he doesn't do any work and get straight A's. Oh, in a relation. Oh shit.
That there was something
And then he
more
said,
going
how do you know?
on between them. Three students
Yeah.
brought their concern to the school principal, Mr. Timothy Dickey, who then started investigating. He talked to several students around the school
I
to
can't-
find if there was
That's top 10 worst names I've ever.
Yeah.
Nigga's name is Timothy. His last name is Dickey. That's so.
Dickey, who then
feel bad
started
for him.
investigating. He talked to several students around the school to find if there was any truth to the rumor. When Brittany learned about this, she went running to the principal's
Is that
office,
her? To
frantic
be fair,
and
she looked-
crying.
She started
See?
crying eventually, and she said, I don't know. The only two things I care about in my life are, my husband and my career.
She denied ever having a relationship with a student, and since the principal did not want to blow everything out of proportion, he
Las Brisas
decided
Academy,
to
look it up.
secretly investigate. But things
Look it up. Is it an elementary school? What is it?
Las Brisas. Las Brisas. Elementary school.
Tro!
So how old would they be, like max?
5th grade? 6th grade?
Where are they?
12?
Arizona.
12 years old, I think.
Wow.
Max?
Why is no one talking about what happened? Oh yeah,
I think it's
This is
recent.
Where Brittany Zamora taught kids a year ago. Brittany Zamora was teaching him. I like it because it starts with the L. Okay.
did not want to blow everything out of proportion, he decided to secretly investigate. But things did blow up. The boy's parents
Big
had
ass
started
camera.
noticing some strange behavior from their
Yeah,
son, so they
man.
installed a parental app on his phone to see what he was up to. The app would pick out certain words and send a notification to the parent's phone. His stepmother's phone was blowing up with notifications.
What if you put some shit like that on your girl's phone?
I'm down.
That would low key be key, right?
Yeah, it would.
That would be
Parental
key.
controls on your girl's phone is insane.
And then every time she says like, "Oh, I can't wait," that would be that's
on the
weird,
word
weird.
baby.
Yesterday I got the
I'm trying to on your phone.
words back to back because the word baby kept being used. But this time I saw at the bottom that it had Mrs. Zamora Instagram profile.
That seemed very weird, so she waited for her husband to come home from work, and they approached the teen and asked if he was sleeping with his teacher.
So my husband
Oh.
just told him.
Chat, my Apple died.
And asked if he was sleeping with his teacher.
So my husband just told him. Have you done anything with your teacher? Did you have sex with your teacher?
He then went ahead to tell them
Oh,
everything
they're
that
mad
happened,
sad.
about the 4 times it happened
Yeah,
at
I would be
school
too.
and while he was
Yeah,
at
it's
taking
school.
advantage of my
The
damage.
parents were appalled by
Permanent
this
damage
shocking
to your kid.
revelation. They had met and talked to Brittany on several occasions, and she seemed like a good person. How could she do that to their innocent son? They called the school principal and told him everything their son had told them, and then called the police.
Yeah, 11
they
years
also
old,
got a call
12 is
from Brittany
crazy.
the same night,
You
begging them.
think that every single person who's done this has been caught? No, right?
No.
There's definitely people who have done it, but then they just never like nothing bad.
Think of there's a whole world out there. Mexico, Argentina, Colombia, all these third world that don't have like lit police stations like the US does, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like police out there be like, yeah, so what? Get over it. Like, you know, like,
yeah, they won't give a fuck.
you know?
So gay. Thinking about it, that's gay.
Them not to call the cops.
Then we meet, you know, to
Out
talk
there, like
about
really
things,
out there, like
see if
Africa,
we can
like all these
settle
third
up,
world
you know,
countries.
outside.
Oh yeah.
People got some mess shit going on.
Chance to do it to some other kid. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. That's exactly no.
He also told her that
No.
she should tell her husband what's going on. In a surprising twist, Brittany's husband already knew, and he picked up the phone and immediately started asking for forgiveness on her behalf.
She's done so much and she made a huge mistake. The biggest mistake of anybody could ever make in the whole entire world. But she think about, I mean, God preaches forgiveness.
The boy's
They
dad
always
was
pull that out. They always pull that out, bro.
No, sir. No,
But
sir.
God says you should forgive. Shit, so? God ain't also tell you to go fuck a child? Like,
Yeah,
what?
nah.
Bro, they be pulling that out like it's gonna save them or something. It's so gay.
Nah. The only thing that's gonna save them is this goddamn bullet in this chamber. That's the only thing that's gonna save
Hey,
them, bro.
fat twin.
My child gets touched.
I
I'm
can't
gonna get my
like, yeah,
get
someone
back.
touches my child, like I'm gonna make sure they never have children for the rest of their life.
Yeah,
that's what
for
I'm
real.
saying.
of it and asked them never to contact him again, and that the next time they hear from them, he will be in court. On March 22nd, 2018, Brittany was arrested and charged with multiple felonies, including preying on someone under the age of 18. A video recorded after her arrest shows Brittany sobbing when she was told she was going to jail.
What are the next steps?
The next step is basically you do go to jail tonight. I submit some paperwork.
Good.
I'm little, they're gonna tear me apart.
You're
The interrogator
little?
told her.
You're little?
What about the little boy?
Yeah. What about the little boy you teared apart? Yeah, you tore him apart.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my god, women are so not women. She is fucking retarded.
This woman.
Oh
her
my
that she should
God.
report if there are any problems and she can be
That's so
isolated.
messed
She
up.
later pleaded with the judge for leniency in setting her bond, saying she'd like to go home to her husband.
I'd love to go home to my husband.
At her sentencing hearing in July 2019, Brittany apologized for her behavior, saying she wasn't the monster everyone believed her to be.
I am a good and genuine person who made a mistake and regrets it deeply.
She told the court that her actions were out of character and wanted to seek counseling moving forward. This type
Yeah,
of felony
whatever.
generally carries a maximum penalty of 44 years.
give
However,
her-
Go ahead and
Brittany
give her
got a
that
minimum
44.
sentence of 20 years because she had no previous criminal records. Her screening also showed that she was unlikely to reoffend. The boy's father wrote a statement that his lawyer read in court to Brittany, saying, "Now you spend the rest of your youth and most of your adulthood in jail. My son will grow up, have a good life, get married, and have children of his own. I will not allow you to interfere in my son's life further. Good triumphs over evil."
Amen.
The boy's parents also filed a civil
Yeah.
lawsuit against Amora's husband and the school district. The
Like, what did
lawsuit
her husband
alleges
do?
that Daniel knew about the rumors for over a month before
You
everything
try to cover it
was
up. Remember the
exposed.
call? The call?
Case against
The phone
Daniel
call?
is
Oh, and he was
Asking for forgiveness and shit.
Oh.
He knew about his wife doing that shit, and he still like was okay with it and called them and she made a mistake with the. He was on her side. It's probably like not the first time she did that. Honestly,
Yeah, it probably wasn't. You probably found out.
imagine
she-
your
she
wife
didn't.
coming to you and be like telling like you know.
Yeah, I fucked one of my students. What? And then you're like, and then
No.
think about it for a second. You're like, wait, but aren't your students like 12?
yeah.
Crazy.
You're like no fucking way. You're like, wait, are your
What?
students like 11 years old? You're
You know
trolling, right? This is a prank.
You're trolling, right? No way. That's clip.
Where the cameras?
No.
It's a YouTube
The
prank,
cameras?
right?
Is that camera in there, the little teddy? No, what the fuck?
Yeah. you're
settled
trolling.
outside of court for an
This is a-
undisclosed amount, but the suit against the school is still ongoing. Brittany is still serving her time at the Arizona State Prison Complex in Perryville.
As
She
she
won't be
should.
released until she's in her 40s and will stay on
Damn.
probation for the rest of her life. A year after she was in prison, Brittany divorced her husband, even though he supported her all this while.
he
Some
knew
people
about
think
it,
she
like,
did it
and
to
they did
protect
other
him,
stuff.
while others speculate that she may have found someone in prison. As for the teen, the whole thing changed his life. His innocence was taken at such a young age that it may take a while to process everything. His family has also had to move to protect his privacy. It will probably take some time to get over what happened, but I hope that he'll one day recover from
that's
it.
so
That brings
sad.
us to the end of our video today.
She's serving that shit out right now as we speak, thinking about it.
Amen. Thank God for that, man. Fuck her. Fuck her husband too.
Yeah.